This TikToker and her mum have just been found guilty of murder. Influencer Mahek Bukhari's content looks like any other TikTokers, dancing to trends and doing makeup tutorials. But when an argument turned into a literal car crash, her and her mum were found guilty of plotting to murder two men. Okay, so let's start with what happened.
Mahek Bukhari had over 120,000 followers on TikTok. As a social media influencer, she posted regular fashion updates. Some videos included her mother, Ansreen, as they shared how close they are. So when Ansreen told her daughter she'd been having an affair and was being blackmailed, Mahek came up with a plan that would lead to the young man's death. 21-year-old Saqib Hussain had been threatening to send sex tapes to Ansreen's husband unless she paid him back around £3,000 he'd spent on dates with her. On the night of the killing, they'd arranged a meeting in a supermarket car park in Leicester. As Saqib and a friend arrived in a Skoda, Mahek and her mother were in an Audi marked in red. Other people they knew were in the car marked in blue. After deciding not to get out, the young men pulled away, followed by the other two cars. They were captured still following the Skoda as it headed towards the A46. By the time they got here to the dual carriageway, the Audi had reached a speed of almost 100 miles an hour. Saqib Hussain made a panicked 999 call, saying, "They're trying to ram me off the road. I'm begging you, I'm going to die." There was then a scream and the sound of a loud crash. The car had hit a tree. Both Saqib Hussain and his friend Mohammed Hashim Ijazuddin died as the car then burst into flames. Police visited Mahek, but she lied about where she'd been.
Where was that?
So we stayed here and then we went straight to Nottingham.
As soon as I've turned around, this silver car's gone.
But after her arrest, her story changed. She admitted she had been on the road in Leicester, but claimed she wasn't involved in the crash.
The silver car swerved to not my side, to the other side of the dual carriageway where the metal bits are, basically. And I didn't see the car after that. I didn't hear a bang.
During the trial, she admitted she'd lied repeatedly to the police.
I think sometimes it's been very hard for the families to grasp, to hear different accounts, no real admission of guilt or feelings of for the two lads that died.
From the glamour of TikTok stardom to convicted killers, Bukhari and her mother now face long sentences in prison.
Shalom, 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 shalom. First, I want to give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodesh, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hope to the elect brothers and sisters of the house of Israel. Yahweh is the Most High's name. Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. For those of you that don't know. So, from TikToks to murder, thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not commit adultery. It's one of the greatest stains of this society of today, is the act of adultery. The act of adultery is one of the greatest stain on today's society, Esau's kingdom. So think about this. All she had to do was pay the youth £3,000, which is about $4,500 US, and he would have gone away quietly into the air, gone away quietly, about his business, because he just wanted to recoup all of the money he spent on that hoe, because she is a hoe, she's a whore. The mother's a whore, married with 3 kids, having an affair with a 21-year-old boy. She's a whore. So the young man just wanted these £3,000 that he spent on the whore in taking her out and buying her flowers and dinners and whatever else he spent on her. Might have bought her a gift here and there and more dinner and flowers and hotel rooms. And he wanted back his investment, basically. He invested £3,000 in this hoe, in this Class A hoe, and he wanted it back, $4,500. Otherwise, he said he was going to release the evidence to the husband and to the son. And she know that that would have been the end of her if he had did that. So instead of her just paying the guy, and then he would have gone away quietly into the night, took his £3,000. Instead of her just paying it, she goes and confides in her daughter. Now the daughter's not shocked. She's not, oh mom, you're a hoe, mom, you're a hoe. I'm gonna tell dad what you was doing, having an affair. You're a hoe, mom. I'm gonna tell dad what you was doing. No, the mom wasn't, the daughter wasn't in shock. The daughter concocted a plan, right? And said she can get those boys taken out. We can sort those boys out. So she concocted a plan, the daughter, with the mum. She involved 5 other people, 4 men and another girl, to basically take those 2 young men out, whether they were going to try to threaten them, whether they was going to try to really injure them, beat them up, whatever. But it all ended in blood and tears. She rammed them off the road with her car, the mum and the daughter, as you heard quite clearly, and they killed it. The car burst into flames, split in 2, and she killed them. And to think, when she was in the the daughter, right? She was in the police station telling pure lies, pure lies. And every time they were saying every time that she went to the police, when she went to court, they said she must have changed her story over a dozen times, and then she finally admitted that she was lying. But there you go. That's what happens, boy. That's what happens. So now she's gonna get a very, 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 very long sentence. Let me tell you that for a fact. She's gonna get a very, very long sentence. All of that for 3,000 quid. She could have the mum could have just gone to the bank, got the money. I mean, look, I just want to play this quick video of the daughter in the police station. You can just see, if you was a policeman, you just know she was lying the minute she came in. All right? I'm going to quickly play you this video, and I'm going to bring out a couple scriptures.
Don't buy another two. This one.
Come on. Skip ads.
No, yeah, we moved out.
Where was that?
So we stayed here, and then we went straight to Nottingham.
Right.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I'm just going to split the screens for you. Not split the screen. I'm going to change the screen. Sorry. This is her here. All right. I mean, she's lying right out of her teeth.
Where was that?
So we stayed here, and then we went straight to Nottingham.
Right. Okay. In the Audi.
Yes, Audi.
Right.
There's a car that's coming on the right hand side, a Seat Leon, don't know the model or anything, but it was blue, comes straight down, no speed, nothing, normal on the right hand side. We were always on the left hand side. This right hand side car's come now, the Leon, the blue one, has come straight next to me and come right in front of me, not very close. I've always said to myself, I'm a very good driver when it comes to this. I've been driving for 5 years, 45 years, and I've said to myself, always keep a 2 to 3 second rule gap, always, when I've said to myself, always done that. So this car's come not close, I've always braked. So I was doing 60, it was 70, I think it was 70 on the dual carriage or 60. I was doing 50 straight away, went back, went to 50 to 60, went back. This car didn't do anything
so
to
you know, this is the daughter, the TikTok influencer in the police station when she was being interviewed regarding the deaths of the 2 boys, right? Before she was charged with murder, all right?
I don't know, it's the normal car going on the right to the left. The silver car, I don't know which brand it was, model. It's come zooming down. I've kept this 2 to 3 second rule gap, and then the blue Leon's in front, and I'm at the back. This silver car's come and cut into the middle, so we're basically all 3 cars very close. I braked, and I said to my mum, "What is this car trying to do?" And my mum saying, "May, just keep your distance. Everything's going to be okay. It's okay." Just a reckless few people just reckless because they know it's all the way down. If there's any cameras, there's going to be cameras. They must know there's no cameras. So they've gone all the way down. They've cut into my car. I've kept my distance. I've braked. I think got to at least 40 because there was no cars behind me. Going to 40. This car was not threatening me, but agitating the blue car. So the blue car went onto the right lane, which is the overtaking lane, and the silver car went onto the right lane with the same car as the blue. So then the blue car went onto the left, and the silver car kept into the left, and it was just harassing. Like the blue car was trying to let you go, like go. You can go now because I'm letting you. But this silver car was not.
And just so you know, by the time she got to the courthouse, and she was when she went to trial, she confessed on the stand that everything she said in the police station was a lie. The woman, boy, I tell you, dangerous to think how much lies this devil told, boy.
The blue car go. So I was thinking, okay, well, they're not agitating me. They're not trying to put me off my driving. I'm going on my left lane. I'm further away from these cars. So, like I said, they were doing their own thing. I've gone past on the right lane now. The blue car's in front always. The silver car was behind. I've gone past and I've gone further away from this car on the left side. And then the blue car has caught up with me on the right side. I don't know who they are. I didn't even see the silver car as well. And the silver car, all I hear is like a you can hear like a bang, but not a big bang. It was like you hit behind me, basically. The silver car hit the blue car at the back like a touch, but you can tell the blue car has gone a bit faster. So I looked at my mum and I goes, Mum, what is going on? What is wrong with? Are they? I don't know if they.
So she's describing a blue car that didn't exist, right? And the silver car that she's speaking about is the silver Skoda that the two young men were in, that she and her mother rammed off the road and killed those two young men, right? They was in the silver Skoda. So she's describing an imaginable, an unimaginable, if that's the right word, right? Or an invisible blue car that's been harassed by the silver car that she and her mum rammed off the road. The car split in two, burst into flames, and she killed the two young men in the car. All because of her mum having an adulterous affair with one of the young men in the car.
Wrong? What are they trying to do to this blue car in general? So Mum was me, like I said, leave it. You're not involved. You don't know what's going on. You just go straight on and leave it. I goes, okay, that's fine. This blue car's gone straight now, and this silver car's
Tell you, boy, when someone tells a lie, you know, a lie, after they committed a double murder.
behind. And as soon as I said, Mum, as soon as we see a slip road, we're gonna go to a slip road. We've gone forward, and the silver car's hit the back of the blue car. The blue car, see it, like Leon's gone, completely gone. As soon as I've turned around, the silver car's gone. Out from I didn't see.
The silver car's gone because you dirty bitch, and your mum, the hoe, rammed the silver car off the road. It burst into flames and split in two, and you killed the two young men because your mother was having an adulterous affair with the man. That's where it had gone. But listen to this woman. I tell you, these devils, boy, that's something else.
All I've seen is they've hit, and all I see is like a swerve. The silver car swerved to not my side, to the other side of the dual carriageway where the metal bits are, basically. And I didn't see the car after that. I didn't hear a bang. Apparently there was mentioned there was a tree. I didn't see no tree. I didn't see anything. I've gone straight on. I looked at my mom and I said, Mom, what? I was just in shock. She goes, maybe there's a slip road.
That's them chasing the cars. The green is the victims, the blue is the mum and the daughter, and the red is her associates who she signed up for the job with her. Anyway, we don't need to see no more. I'm gonna bring out a couple scriptures. I tell you, boy, women, boy, this world, the morality, the level of morality that women have to play by in this world. This is a perfect example. She wasn't horrified by her mum having an affair. She concocted a plan on how she's going to take out the two men that was threatening to show the pictures of the mum's sexual activities with the young boy. She concocted a plan to kill them. She wasn't shocked at her, but that's society. That's where we're at. This is Esau society. This is what they teach them in the West. This is why when you go to those Muslim countries, they have their women fully covered up, because in the West, there everything's out. It's TikTok influencers. What are they advertising? They're advertising their tits and their asses. They got no talent. They're talentless women on TikTok, putting on makeup and advertising perfume or clothes or hair or makeup, or they're talentless women. That's why her plan was so full-hearted. Pay the man the £3,000, and he's gone off into the wind. No, they're gonna say we're gonna kill him. So let me bring out a couple of scriptures. Oh Lord, where do I want to go to? We spent a lot of time on those two hoes, boy, but I had to give you the full. I want you to see the full story. Exodus chapter 20, verse 14, right? Let's start there. I'm not going to spend long on this. I just wanted to let you know, boy. And this all took place. This court case finished yesterday, Friday, the 4th of August 2023. They're going to be sentenced on September the 1st. In 4 weeks' time, they're going to be sentenced at the Old Bailey. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Simple as that. If they were playing by the rules, if this society was playing by the rules, she wouldn't have done what she had done. All right? She wouldn't have done that. Leviticus 20. Leviticus 20. Come on. 20. Leviticus 20. And the man that commits adultery with another man's wife, because that's what that young boy did, he committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed the adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer, so the young boy was the adulterer, and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. So in a sort of way that the young men were, those two young, well, not two of them, because the other boy was involved in it. One of them was innocent, and the other one basically got his judgment, all right, because he was committing adultery with another man's wife, all right. The Bible says that if this society was truly living by, if they were God-fearing society, and they're going to be in the kingdom, because all of these laws are going to apply, all of these laws, commandments, and statutes are going to apply in the kingdom of heaven that's coming to earth. So all of you so-called wacky-tacky Christians that keep on talking about you want the kingdom, when this kingdom comes, these laws are going to apply. These laws in the Bible are going to apply to all. And the man that committeth adultery, the young man did, with another man's wife, that's what he was doing, he was committing adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, that's what he did, the adulterer and the adulteress, the man and the woman, shall surely be put to death. So that will be the judgment in the kingdom of heaven that's coming to earth. So in a sense, that young boy reached his judgment, except an innocent went down with him because he was in the car with his friend that came as moral support. All right. But like I said, this is a vain society. Is it Ecclesiastes 1, where it says vanity, vanity, all is vanity. She's an influencer. It's all vanity. Vanity, vanity, all is vanity. I think it's vanity, vanity. They've all gone away. All they had to do was pay the boy. Pay the young man. He's gone back. He's busy. He's gone into the wind. They would never hear from him again. But it's all vanity. Is it Ecclesiasticus that says that? Hold on. Is it chapter 5, I think? I'm right. Let me see if the Spirit's working with me. Silver and vanity. Is it 3? Oh, hold on. What am I thinking of? Hold on, let me just see. Is the first one. Vanity of vanities, said the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. That's what social TikTok influencers are. It's all vanity. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. All is vanity. A TikTok influencer is just pure vanity, vanity, materialistic vanity. Proverbs 30:8. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. And the greatest food is what? Is the scriptures. It's the scriptures. It's the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It's the scriptures, the word of the Most High, the Lord and the prophets. It's all vanity. Ecclesiastes 2:17. Therefore I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit. All is vanity and vexation of spirit. There's another one I want to get to. I'm not going to spend too long on that. I just really wanted to bring this little bit of news to you, man, just to show you, man, how far people are prepared to go, boy. Truly, over £3,000. And they were in the wrong. They were the ones. Her mum was the one that was lying down with another man. All right? I mean, the young boy was in the wrong as well. Don't get me wrong. But the lengths that they went to, boy, trust me. Nobody sees me. Hold on. Couple scriptures. Like I said, I wasn't going to spend long on this. But Ecclesiasticus chapter 23. I have to open my Bible to find this. Oh, where is it? A man that breaketh wedlock, right, which I believe be adultery, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? This is what the young boy thought as well. I am compassed about with darkness, the walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? Because they don't fear the Most High. This society does not fear the Most High. The only people I believe in my heart fears the Most High are the elect of Israel. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. He's lying down with another man's wife. He's not remember his sins. He's the adulterer, lying down with an adulteress. Such a man only fears the eyes of men. You understand? And knowest not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. What are the eyes of the Lord? The angels, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So they thought that they had that secret wrapped up. Well, I suppose he did as well, you know. But what can I say? You know, in a sense, he got his just deserves, because that was going to be the judgment in the kingdom anyway. But she hasn't got her just deserves yet. She's going to go to jail, but she would have ended up like him. Is that we say in England, brown bread? They call it brown bread. She would have ended up brown bread in the kingdom. You know, there's a few nice ones in here. The book of Ecclesiasticus. Hold on. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. That was a wicked woman, and her daughter was a wicked woman too. For what they did and planned, what they planned and what they executed, those two men. The wickedness, as we've just witnessed, of a woman changes her face, as we witnessed. She was lying all through the interview, the police interview. She was lying through her teeth, the TikTok influencer. And then when she came to court, she confessed that she was lying. The wickedness of a woman changes her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit amongst his neighbors, and when he hears it, shall sigh bitterly. Oh, can you imagine the husband sitting in the seriously, think about what's going on there. The husband and the son sitting in the gallery, right? Which we like with a public gallery, you can sit and watch court case, listening to all the details being spoken of about his wife's affair with the young boy, how the daughter helped cover it up, how he had all of these explicit sexual pictures of her, how long it was going on, how many times the wife sucked the son's, you know what, and how many times the son, and all the explicit messages that were being read out in WhatsApp between the son, between the I keep saying the son, between the lover and the wife. So the father and the son are sitting in the public gallery listening to the whole court case, how his wife, how many times she lied down with him, how much time she was sucking her lover's penis, how many times he was doing it to her, how many times they was going to hotels, what they wanted to do to each other, messages that they sent. The husband and the son would have to listen to all of that in the public gallery. And to think the daughter helped the mother do that, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. That's all I can say. That's why the Bible says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Let's get another one I'm thinking of. Stammer. One more. Three things that would be right before. One more. Hold on a minute. Let's see if I can find it. 1 second. 1 second. And 26. Oh, you know what? It's further down in here. I'm thinking. Let's go. As the climbing up a sandy way is the feet of the aged, so is the wife full of words to a quiet man, right? This is the next one. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. This is it. And desire her not for pleasure. So that young boy stumbled at the beauty of her. Once all the makeup was taken off, you can see the mum was ugly as hell. All right? But stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. Because he only desired her for pleasure. He didn't want to end the affair. And when it did end, it ended abruptly. And he wanted compensation for what he spent on her. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. And that's what he's seen, that she was full of anger and impudence and much reproach to her husband. A wicked woman abateth the courage makers and heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Feeble knees. So anyway, like I said, I just said this. That's why the Bible says, is it here? 23. Let's just finish it off because there's quite a few verses there. We're just going to finish it off here anyway. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. All right? Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. So she had too much liberty. She had too much liberty. All right? If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. But it was too late, boy, because he never knew, boy. He never knew. Couple more. Sorry, I believe. Just a couple we're going to finish here. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haunted looks and eyelids. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haunted looks and eyelids. Let me just show you this. Look how ugly she looked. See, when they had no makeup on, that's her there. That's the mum and daughter there, right? The hauntedness of a woman can be known in her what? in her looks. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Man, you can see it all here,
and
boy.
mum have just been found guilty of murder. Influencer Mahek Bakari's content looks like any other TikTokers, dancing to trends and doing makeup tutorials. But when an argument turned into a literal car crash, her and her mum were found guilty of plotting to murder 2 men. Okay, so let's start with what happened.
Look at that.
Mahek Bukhari had over 120,000 followers on Mahek Bukhari had over 120,000 followers on TikTok. As a social media influencer, she posted regular fashion updates. Some videos included her mother and Sreen.
See that? The haughtiness of a woman can be what? Can be known. Sorry. Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and her eyelids. Take a look.
As they shared how close and Sreen, as they shared how close they are.
How close they are, boy. Right? If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And that's what TikTok is overmuch liberty. Except in this case, it was the mother. It was the mother, right, that was shameless and abused herself through much liberty. But that's what TikTok does. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. So I want to give all the praises and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. As always, as I always say, family, keep safe, repent, praying and hold on to your faith. For the righteous women of Israel, this is the one road you don't want to go down. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Shalom, family. All praises.